Chris McFarland here. I've been working on Tallowmere 2 lately, and today I hit a pretty big milestone with my network multiplayer, and I wanted to share. So, about a month ago, I did make a post about menu systems and that I had started on multiplayer networking. And at the time, I was using Unity's UNet built-in networking system, and it worked. But one downside with it was that you had to use Unity's networking relay servers to let people connect over the internet without having to deal with any firewall stuff. And it was pretty stable mostly, but not always. And it was a bit of a red flag for me for when it didn't work, that I didn't want to be sitting dead in the water if Unity's relay server wasn't working. So I did some research and I went looking for alternative networking plugins for Unity. And I ended up settling on buying one called TNet Networking, made by Tasharan Entertainment. Tasharan's also created the NGUI plugin for Unity, the UI plugin, and a game called Windward on Steam with lots of sailboats swimming around. Now, the cool thing with networking, the TNet networking, is that you get a tiny standalone exe that you can run on a server anywhere. It could be your own computer or a server somewhere else. So I've got a virtual private server up in California running it. And the cool thing with TNet is that the server is just a basic message passer. It doesn't actually handle any client-side logic. It just passes the messages from the host to the other clients and vice versa. So it's very lightweight, and I can do what I want with it, because you get the source included with it, which is pretty awesome. So let me show you what I've done so far with Tallowmere 2. I'm going to open up a Tallowmere 2 window. Please excuse the bareness of it. This is a work in progress, and there's certain things I just can't be bothered fixing yet. But we've got a basic menu system. Open up the networking. Go host. Connect to Tallowmere.net as player A. And here we are connected. Now, I'm in New Zealand, and the server is in California, so I've got about 150 millisecond ping. But yeah, player A is the operator, the host, and let's open up a second window. And we will connect as player B. So there we go, player B is the client, player A is the host, and the positioning is pretty synced. We've got axe swinging, and shields up and down. Pretty awesome. Now, let's add in a monster. So player A, we're gonna go dev console, spawn mob. And suddenly, the Lady Tallowmere has appeared. I don't think in the final game that I'll be having her with an axe trying to kill you, but you never know. Before the testing with the AI, that's what we got so far. But you can see, so all the AI is being processed on player A, and the messages get passed to the server, and then the server passes the message to player B, and it happens pretty quickly, and we get some lovely synced action going on. Now, the cool thing with TNet compared to, say, Unity, Unity's built-in stuff, is that if the host leaves the game, TNet doesn't really care. So, player A, we're going to close the window. Player A is disconnected, player B is now the host, and the game carries on. There wasn't any disconnection issue. There wasn't any crazy host migration, you know, waiting to sync the data. It just goes, TNet server just goes, hey, the host left, so you're someone else, you're the new host. You're in charge of processing all the client logic and what have you. And it's pretty seamless. Makes me very happy. So let's open up. Let's bring back player A. Back in the game. Boom. Player A has entered. Just as a client now. And everything's synced. Cool. Let's add in some more monsters. Let's go spawn mob. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mobs plus 1 brings us to 10. So now I've got 10 AI-controlled Lady Tallowmeres. And they like to jump. I think there's a bug currently where if the AI is too far from the host, the AI doesn't always kick in. But once we come back on the screen, they come back to action. So I gotta fix that. The joys of development. But we can get everyone up here and around the corner for fun and troubles. Excellent. Now, let's add in a third player, because why not? Add in a third player. Player C, connect. I do need to work on the position syncing a little bit. There are times when things don't quite sync up. Currently, I'm using UDP with TNet instead of TCP. I need to see if one's a little better than the other. I know UDP is supposedly faster but less reliable. TCP is reliable but takes a little longer, so a bit of a trade-off. But we'll see. But, you know, we've got all 3 players synced up here. Now, in terms of network bandwidth, if I pull up my resource monitor, we're using about almost 10 kilobytes a second at the moment. I've seen it go up to about 25 kilobytes a second when there's a lot of monsters. But really, it's stable and it works, and everything's synced up pretty well. And this puts a smile on my face because this means that, you know, networking multiplayer is going to be a big part of Tallowmere 2. It'll be PvE, co-op based. I don't really plan on doing PvP too much due to, I don't know, I don't really have the capacity to handle, prevent cheating and what have you. So it's more just, if you want to play with friends online or something, over LAN even, go for it. But PvP, I'll probably add it, but I don't think I'll be having like robust rank systems just because I don't really have the capacity to counter cheating. But let's add in some more monsters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Please excuse the dev console, it's a little spastic with the text is colored. But there we go, we're now up to about 20 mobs in the room. And it's all synced up. Lots of networking goodness going on in here. Man, I'm very happy with how it works. You know, it's just great to see all this happening. One cool thing at the moment, I've got my Xbox controller, and if I start pressing buttons, everyone, all the players use the controller input. So let me see if I can player A out of this mess. No? Alright, let's go save player A. Come on, player B, go. Let's smack off there. Alright, where are we? We're all jumping up? Alright, we're together. Excellent. Let's go. Turn around, shield block. Shields up, nice. I'm gonna throw a bit of a blockade at me. On my next steps, what I want to do next is I want to try to get some proper death mechanics happening, and probably try some ragdolls, because since I've actually got legs and animation going on, whereas like, you know, Tallowmere 1 had no animation, almost stiff, the legs didn't move, it was very, very cardboard-like. But with Tallowmere 2, there's animation. I don't have arms, but the hands move and the legs move. And it just feels awesome to play. Hopefully this is rendering kind of smooth. It might be a little choppy for the video, but it just feels more fun. It looks more fun. It makes me want to work on it more. It's good all around. So I'm very excited to add more, get some weapons in, inventory system, new monster types, more clothing, all the stuff that I kind of want the original Tallowmere to have, but didn't really know what I was doing at the time. This time around, with the sequel, I have have a better idea of how to put things together, so I'm keen to execute what I know and make it a fun, fluid-looking, pretty game. So that was it for the stress test. I just wanted to show you what I've got so far, so thank you for watching, and I'm keen to show you more of Tallowmere 2 in the coming months. Cheers.